Let me ask you something, and I want you to answer honestly. When was the last time you really looked at your feet? Not just stepping into your shoes, not just washing them in the shower. I mean actually stopping and paying attention. Because here's something most men don't realize until much later. Your feet often tell the truth about your health long before the rest of your body does. And the problem? Most men ignore those signals. They assume it's just age, fatigue, or something minor. But what if those small changes are your body trying to warn you? What if your feet are speaking, but no one ever taught you how to listen? Today, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for. Not to scare you, but to give you awareness. Because awareness gives you control. Now, before we go further, if you appreciate honest, calm, medically grounded health advice like this, take a second to like this video, subscribe, and tell me in the comments where you are watching from today. I read those comments every day, and it reminds me how many people we're helping across the world. All right, let's talk about something important. There's a belief many men carry without realizing it. If something serious is happening in my body, I'll feel it clearly. But that's not how the body works. Most conditions don't begin with loud symptoms. They begin quietly, slowly, subtly. Especially when it comes to long-term blood sugar imbalance. Biologically, when blood sugar remains elevated over time, it begins to affect two critical systems, your nerves and your circulation. And guess where the earliest changes tend to show up? The farthest point from your heart, your feet. Emotionally, this matters more than you might think, because when symptoms aren't painful or urgent, they're easy to dismiss. You tell yourself, I'll deal with it later. But later is often when it becomes harder to reverse. Practically, what this means is simple. Your feet can act like an early warning system, not a diagnosis, but a signal. And today, I'm going to walk you through 9 warning signs that many men overlook so you can recognize them early and take action calmly, confidently, and without panic. My name is Dr. Jocelyn. And for the past 5 years, I've worked closely with men, especially those in midlife and beyond, helping them understand the early signals their bodies send before anything shows up on a lab test. And there's one pattern I've seen again and again. The men who pay attention early do better long term, not because they're smarter, not because they're luckier, but because they're more aware. They listen. And when it comes to your feet, they're one of the most honest parts of your body. They don't hide changes, they reflect them. Now, I want to be very clear. This is not about fear. Not every symptom means something serious. But when certain signs show up consistently or in combination, they deserve attention. Because your body is not working against you, it's communicating with you. And once you understand that, everything changes. So as we go through these signs, I want you to approach this calmly. No panic, no overthinking, just awareness. And for each one, I'm going to explain 3 things. What's happening in your body, how it may affect how you feel, and what it looks like in your everyday life. Because when you understand all 3, you don't just hear information, you recognize it in yourself. And that's where real change begins. Let's start with the first sign. Sign number 1, tingling or pins and needles sensation. Have you ever felt a light tingling in your feet, almost like tiny electric pulses? Biologically, this can happen when nerve signals become slightly disrupted. The communication between your nerves and brain isn't as clear as it used to be. Emotionally, it can feel confusing, not painful, just strange, easy to ignore. Practically, you might notice it when sitting too long, or at night when everything is quiet. And that's exactly why many men dismiss it. Sign number 2, numbness in the feet. Now this one is different. Not tingling, but the opposite, less feeling. Biologically, nerve sensitivity decreases. Your body isn't detecting touch or pressure as clearly. Emotionally, this can feel unsettling once you notice it, like something isn't quite right. Practically, this is important because you may not feel small injuries, a tight shoe, a blister, a minor cut. And over time, those unnoticed issues can become bigger problems. Sign number 3, burning sensation, especially at night. This one often surprises people, a warm, almost burning feeling in the soles of your feet. Biologically, irritated nerves can send incorrect signals. Your brain interprets those signals as heat or discomfort. Emotionally, this can disrupt your sleep, and when sleep suffers, everything suffers. Practically, you may find yourself moving your feet constantly, trying to get comfortable, but nothing quite works. Sign number 4, slow healing of small cuts or wounds. This is one of the most overlooked signs. Biologically, reduced circulation means less oxygen and nutrients reach the area, and without those, healing slows down. Emotionally, it creates quiet concern. You start thinking, why is this taking so long? Practically, a small cut or blister lingers longer than expected. Not dramatic, but noticeable. And that's the key word here, noticeable. Sign number 5, dry or cracked skin. Biologically, nerve changes can affect moisture regulation in the skin. Your body isn't maintaining hydration the same way. Emotionally, this may seem like a cosmetic issue, but it can affect comfort and confidence. Practically, even with lotion, your skin still feels dry, still cracks, still doesn't improve the way it used to. Sign number 6, swelling in feet or ankles. Biologically, circulation and fluid balance may be affected, and fluid begins to accumulate. Emotionally, this can feel uncomfortable and restrictive. Practically, your shoes feel tighter, your socks leave deeper marks, and by the end of the day, your feet feel heavy. Sign number 7, changes in skin color. Biologically, reduced oxygen flow changes how your skin appears. Emotionally, this often raises quiet concern because it's visible. Practically, you notice it during daily routines, bathing, getting dressed, and you pause just for a moment. Sign number 8, persistent pain or cramping. Biologically, nerves and muscles aren't functioning smoothly, and signals become irregular. Emotionally, this affects your confidence in movement. You become more cautious. Practically, walking feels more tiring. Standing feels heavier. Sign number 9, cold feet that don't warm easily. Biologically, reduced circulation limits warmth. Emotionally, it can feel uncomfortable, even frustrating. Practically, you need extra warmth even when others don't. Now here's the most important part. What do you do with this information? First, don't panic. Awareness is not fear, it's power. Start simple. Check your feet daily. It takes less than a minute. Look at them, feel them, notice changes. Second, move your body. Even light walking improves circulation, and circulation supports everything. Third, stay hydrated. Your body depends on it for proper function. Fourth, take care of your feet, clean, dry, and protected. And finally, if you notice multiple signs or persistent changes, speak to a healthcare professional. Early action makes all the difference. I want to speak to you directly for a moment, because I know what happens when you hear information like this. Part of you becomes aware, but another part feels uncertain, maybe even worried. And I want to remind you of something important. You are not powerless. Your body is not failing you. It's communicating with you. And the fact that you're here, listening, learning, means you're already ahead. Many men wait until symptoms become severe. You didn't. You showed up early, and that matters. Aging does bring changes. That's real. But it also brings something powerful: awareness, wisdom, and the ability to respond instead of react. Your health is not something you lose overnight. It changes gradually, which means you have time. Time to adjust, time to improve, time to take control. So don't ignore your body's signals. Listen to them, respect them, act on them calmly, because small steps today create stronger years ahead. If this video helped you, take a moment to like it, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments where you are watching from. You're not alone in this. We're building a community of men who choose awareness, who choose strength, who refuse to give up on their health. I'm Dr. Jocelyn. Take care of yourself, stay consistent, and I'll see you in the next video.